Now, for some reason it's coming back when I've got it muted, and whenever I refresh this, oh, we're live. There's an advert for FIFA 18. I ain't even following the World Cup, so fat chance of me being interested in that. Anyway, welcome everybody. I'll just wait till we are live, you know, as opposed to live. And while we're doing that, I'm going to go sort my inventory out because it's a pigsty. And are we there? Oh. Right, there we go. And let's see. Oh, there we are. Right, we're back. So we're here. And man, start by coughing my guts up. That's always a good start. Okay. What's our usual start routine? Isn't it something along the lines of... That needs to go back. Along the lines of doing the wine. It seems to be these days. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. Because the wine is good and it's time consuming, and it is 0.93. That goes up, that comes down, and we're going to drink that one. So yeah, start off as we mean to, getting hammered. That's always a good start to any season, any episode. Of course I don't want to drink them all because things that why I had there we go. Yeah, let me get some more empties, more bottles, shall we? So what have we got there? 62 to 65. Well, that's good. So we'll take you down, and that's fine. And I'm not going to drink that one. I'll probably get away with. There we go. So they do stack, the old absorption hearts, which was mentioned in a comment. Okay, so you are there. You are 61.6. That's fine. I'm not going to drink any more of this though, because that's just asking for trouble. Inebriated 2. Once you get to inebriated 3, you start to get unfortunate visual effects, very much like real life, I'm afraid. So get a bit of that going, and what else we got going down here? Mead 65 to 6. Oh, that was a good jump. So yeah, hope everybody's had a good weekend and a good week since we were last here. 0.7. Yeah, that's good. Good jump again. It's been an interesting one for me. What with last minute jobs. Yeah. Oh, Twitch have got to pay for the stuff somehow. So they tell me. 1, 2. Let me get some of that going in here. No, I want you back, and that one going in there. What are you? You are cider. That'll do there. Mead. Again, I'm just get these because this is kind of the stuff that really does take a long time to do outside of the normal game. Because obviously, you know, each time you run these, they take an age, and right, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. So what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was going to go and put some food away and get some water in, mate. Get some water in me. And those absorption hearts apparently last forever, which is possibly a little bit OP. I don't know. Who knows? I certainly don't. Where's my spuds? Oh, one could go in there along with the carrots. Okay, that's that. Then we need to do 1, 2, 3, drink. And there we are. We are more or less good to get on. Yeah, the good old let's get ourselves together started routine. That can go away. That needs to come out. Actually, that can come out. Let me... Sorry, I thought, you know what, I thought I'd got this in hand, and clearly I haven't. That actually needs to go somewhere, but God only knows where. And that can go into the potion brewing area, which means that can go up there. Right. yeah, what else? What's been going on? For me, work has been a pain. eBay auctions are still a pain because they keep ending and keep selling things, and then I have to go and, you know, heaven forbid, I actually have to post what people buy. Is the audio alright, by the way? I've got the mic in a slightly different position. It's kind of up here rather than down there, so it's probably a few things. Is it loud enough? Do tell me if it's not. That's a potion ingredient. Okay, that's that done. So I managed through the careful application of bags. The more bags you have, the better. Just check slime boots and get down. Yeah, good. Yeah, because I had a slight problem that someone spotted and pointed out. I'm just going to bring this down a little bit actually because it's distracting me up there. Someone spotted and pointed out that I've had no game audio. And when you consider that I am recorded, about 2 weeks ahead, that means that the next 2 weeks of footage have got no game audio, which is a complete and utter pain in the backside from my point of view, because it means I now need to go and fix all of that. But at least I managed to figure it out. And what happened is, I've mentioned in videos that I've recorded since that you haven't seen, but yeah, I have mentioned the OBS updated on me, and something in the update broke the game audio, so it looked like it was recording. For all intents and purposes, it was recording, but nothing was written to the audio tracks. And of course, because I don't keep the raw footage after the fact, means that I can't go back and just kind of fix it, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, such is life and all that. Right, and that's better already, you see. I'm feeling good about this now. So last stream we built the shell of this, and this stream, last episode, I went in and did the interior of this, or at least the beams and the floor and everything. And if you haven't seen that, well, this is what we put in, and if you have seen that, then you know there's nothing new here. So this episode I want to start with storage in much the same way as we've done this kind of stuff. I want to, where possible, come up with I mean, obviously I can't do a stack of block of potatoes or a block of lettuce, but I can do hay bales. That's easy. And you know, and all of those things are doable. So that's one aspect of this, and the other aspect, I think, yeah, we're full in there, aren't we? The other thing we can do is the PAMS stuff, to actually use the contents and product of these. So you can see here we've got a queen. The grub you can use for food, or you can use it with royal jelly to make another bee, and you can take the honeycomb and the wax combs out, and these can be put through, I think it's a press if I remember rightly. My PAMS side of things is a little rusty, and I'm trying to remember where I put all the damn apiaries. I think I put one over here, several over here in fact, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh, there's one over there. So again, we should be good just getting all of these emptied out, and Get all that lot going. And put the queen back in. Off you go, Queenie. And this stuff here you can actually use to make honey, which is surprising. You know, well, you wouldn't expect that from a honeycomb, would you? However, did I honestly can't remember how many of these I put down now, but clearly enough. We're getting a lot of grubs and not so much honey. Sort your grubbage out, your honey making. Let's just have a quick peek, make sure that I didn't put one over here, because I can't remember where I put them all. No, looks like I'm alright. Now we'll go in this way. So the other side of it is the soya product. Come on, that little frog is so cute. I can't get to him now. And so there's two things. We need to process this, and we need to process the soya products. And it used to be possible to automate them, but I've read a few things to say that that may not work now. So we're going to try it, but we're going to do it actually in the barn, because that's where you would expect to do it. So we need a press. This one here, presser, and it's iron and pistons. So I'm fairly certain I don't have. Oh, I've got 4. Yeah, it's better than a kick in the face. And iron, we should be all right. We are. If I grab that as well, and I bet I haven't got any cobble, have I? Got a little bit. I've got enough. That's all that matters. And what about redstone? Redstone we have got, so we can definitely make 2 of those. One of these I think we'll keep in here actually, if I can find a spot for it, because I'd like to put those in. Now these are going to basically process through and produce honey and pressed wax. The wax can go through as well, so we may take that one back down. In fact, I probably will take it down with me. But the question is, if I go and get some, have I got any? I've got some hoppers. Alright, do I have any soybeans? I don't. Do I have any that I can harvest? I do. So, here's a question. Will these work with hoppers? I need to get you and take all of that out. And then what we'll do is we'll put one there temporarily. These are just me working stuff out. Do that, and then we'll chuck that in there. So that should go in. It should then start making silk and tofu goes down. The bait is in there. Bait. Right, so this is where the problem is. The bait we can't do. Yeah, that's an issue. How do we deal with the bait? I don't think we're going to be able to get away with it with just hoppers. Let me just have a look. What have we got in the way of? I know we had. I know we got no pipes. We got nothing pipe-wise. We've got a blaze hopper, Minecraft cart hopper, and a hopper barrel upgrade. How's about if we did maybe? Let's have a look. Chest. Give me another hopper. Put those back. So barrel, blank barrel upgrade. What do we? So what I'm thinking is this: we get a can find it, a item barrel, which is a chest and one of those. Take all of this. I'm just going to take all of this lot out for the immediate short term. Inventory is messy as hell already. That can go. That'll sort me. So if we were to that should work, shouldn't it? But how would we do it as a structure? Let me get, tell you what, chuck that away. Let me go and grab some iron. Plenty of iron, a bit more anyway. That should be enough. Let's get this going properly. I'm going to pop you in there, and you can have that for starters. And yep, that's fine. Think this through here. So what I'm thinking is we're going to need at least 3, maybe 3 of these. Yeah, I think 3. So that should give me 2 and 3. Should give me 4 of those. Now if we go and grab some chests, let me get rid of that. And some barrel upgrades. And how are you doing? I want this to finish so I can get on and do some other bits. I'm going to stick the grain bait away because we'll go to that one a bit later on. And we'll go and have a thing. While we're waiting on that, what else have I been doing? I started work today, and it is very preliminary work, so you know, don't get too excited. But I started work on not TFC version 2, which is looking interesting. So this version, we're nowhere near. I'm still toying around with some mods. The big changes are going to be no tinkers. It will be primal core, which is more TFC, possibly with Kitsune Forge as well, just for good measure. How are you doing? Almost there. And right, so we take that and pop those in. That should then make more of that, which goes, the uses for that are hardened leather and candles, 4 candles. If you like the if you like the well-known joke by what was it, Morecambe and Wise, wasn't it? And that's a thought. No, let's have that iron out. We don't need it. We'll put that away. That gives us a little bit more wiggle room. Then we can get rid of those as well, I think. And we'll keep that iron. In fact, we might as well keep the iron in block form on us while we're working. 2 Ronnies, that was it. Yeah, it wasn't Morecambe and Wise. That was Morecambe and Wise. Probably, if I was to say Morecambe and Wise, my favourite Morecambe and Wise sketch would have had to have been the striptease music in about the morning routine with the toaster and everything. That was an absolute classic. But again, they were classic comedians, so it's hardly surprising, is it? Oh, we got 9.6 to 9.3. Well, while we're talking, we might as well be doing that. But yeah, so I don't know whether you're familiar with this particular mod, and it's an odd one, shall we say. So the mod in question that I'm thinking of is called Hexlands. Have a glass of wine just to keep us going. And 9.5 to 9.2, that's good. And yeah, Hexlands basically changes the terrain generation to I haven't heard of that one, but unless it's the new one, which is what was Tough as Nails, is now split into two, which is why we've not been updating this pack any further, because well, that was an inferior bottle of cider there, I'm afraid. Yeah, definitely an inferior bottle of cider. So there is the if that's the one we're thinking of, that's the one that's what I'm thinking about will go into this pack. And now here's a question: if I take a 0.69 and drink another one, oh, I've got no, that's I've still only got inebriated though, but I've got Witherward, which is cool. 7.2. That's an improvement. So we'll do that one. Then that's 0.6, that's a down. 6.7, that's an up. Okay, and that's got a 4.4, which is still garbage. I'm only inebriated, I can manage an inebriated too. Cool. They are stackable. That's a handy one if you really want to go and fight a wither. Apple and milk mod. Let me go and grab a piece of paper. I'll keep a. If you haven't got this habit, wherever you work or sit or do anything, or even next to the bed, heat and climate mod. Was it a spin-off of apple and milk? Okay, that gives me something to look at. Yeah, keep a notepad on a pen. I mean, obviously I'm sat behind a computer, so in theory I've got an infinite notepad in front of me, but you really can't go far wrong if you go there. Right. So 2 of those, 1 and 2, 2 of those, 1 and 2, 1 of those, 2 of those. With a bit of luck, while that's been doing its thing, this has done its thing, which means we can put all of that away and we can pick you up. I don't know why I'm using the wrong tool. That's what's happening there. Yeah, again, with this particular pack, because the Tough as Nails is fragmented into 2 mods, and it would be a fairly hefty investment in time to get this version up to speed. I've not gone with that, but hi Bacon, how are you doing? But yeah, ultimately we will have that thing. I've just got an itch. I had a bit of a burning session today in the garden, so we replaced a couple of fence panels, and consequently I still need to go and have a shower, so I smell slightly of wood smoke. I stink of wood smoke. We don't have the smell microphone yet, which is probably just as well, It's a lovely hot day, and on one of the hottest days of the week, I decided to go and start a fire, so make it even hotter. But yeah, so the hex mod is an interesting one. It really, really does change the game because it makes it look more like a board game. If anybody's familiar with, I don't know, say games like Carcassonne, well, Carcassonne was actually squares, but I don't know, the Dice Idler von Catan. Oh, it's not a bad smell. It's not the best. That was a case where a creeper blended in almost perfectly. I shall have your experience. Who's over there? Oh, hello. Man overshot. Give me that arrow back. Right. Yeah, so it's a real odd one because it makes the biomes look like that in hexes, which is, as I say, really, really strange. Okay. So if we were to take a presser, and then we took this one here and put another presser there, but we then took a barrel and no, missed, and placed that there. Now my knowledge of redstone and hoppers is fairly limited, but I do know this much. Oh, at least I think I know this much. I don't know how to get up there, clearly. Let me just jump up here and place you on the top. The only problem with that now is that's not going to fit very well into the ground. We could possibly, yeah, there's an idea. Let me take you, grab you out. How's about if we placed this here and then did that way? That won't help this obviously, but what it will do is it will allow me to, yeah, there's an idea. I think this will work. If we come here and do that over there, I know this is going to look god awful, but what I'm thinking is if we do that, oh, you can't open it in that position, but we can always move it over one, that's not a problem. And let's do that now. Move you over, put one of those there, take that out, grab you. So that's an interesting one. How do we, will that work? I have no idea, you know. But if we take you out of there, pop you in there, again we'll do that. See, correct my agricultural, correct my limited understanding. I'm terrible with hoppers and redstone. Anybody who watches me knows me and redstone, we don't get on. We're not fans. But as I understand hoppers, if I come down here and then enter out of there and we try to go that way, if that is free then it should go to there, but it's not, it's going down, isn't it? Didn't go there, it went there. Now does that need a hopper upgrade then? I don't know. Luckily, we've got a field full of soya beans here, so we can come and grab one or two of these. I'll leave some. We'll come back later. Yeah, I thought that would be the case. Damn you! So how do I give that one priority? Because basically what I want is I want to stick this in here, and all of the bait I want to pull out, and I want it to go somewhere else. God, this is awkward. Awkward. Think this through. What would happen if we did this? That still won't work, will it, mind you? No, I've got nothing. No pipes. No nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick one piece of soya in there. And that will probably go bang and bang, but that's not going to work, is it? Because that's not pointing down there. Oh, Wabbit, you've just managed to tune in to the Sid trying to figure out how the hell this thing works show. So that will go through. But if I now put another one in there, I would expect this to not go in here. I would expect it to go down, and now it's waiting in there. Damn it. Of course, there is a solution. It's not a good, well, it is a solution. It is a pretty good one. But it's not oh God. Why did it have to make bait from that stuff? That is a pain. If it didn't make that, this would be absolutely fine. But no, it has to make bait, doesn't it? Now, I know it's possible to do sorting machines and things with sticks and all sorts of stuff, but that's just way more than I actually need to do. I mean, realistically, we could just get away with taking all of this out and just having everything side by side, you know. So we have quite literally that going on with that, and then we can stick hopper there, and you know, we can just go in, stick those in, let them process through, move the cut product from that one. Yeah, I know, sorting machines are just a nightmare. I've watched enough of them, not watched enough of them to know that I don't really want to do one. Gotta be something we can do. Wow. Okay. Infinite amount of non-stackable items. I'm not even sure how that one. Chest and hopper with one bait. No, it's not really worth. That's what I'm thinking. See, there is another option, and that is this fella here, the courier. We can make the food bundle. We've got white wool, we've got gold, but the other thing we need to do that is we probably need to put a town hall block in here somewhere, if I can find the damn thing. If I were a town hall block, where would I be? Can't see it for the love of the money. Town hall block, mailbox, crafting station. But what you'd want to do is we would want an NPC. We need a town hall block in here to feed him from, because he needs food. If I can find, oh, there it is, town hall block. And then we can build a routing order, which is relatively straightforward. But what we need him to do is not to leave this place. So yeah, it's possible. It is possible. All right, we need to sleep before we do anything, because I think it's night time outside. And then we can have a think about getting an NPC up and running. Hi. How you doing? Oh, and it's bowed up. I love this bow. So one thing that makes me reluctant to who's over there? Reluctant to give up Tinkers. Which I think is entirely my point about Tinkers in the first place. But yeah, let's not go there again. So if we go and make an NPC and make a courier, then we could get him to move things around. The only thing is we need to make sure he has food in his own little town hall block. Otherwise he'll stop working and starve to death. Yes, indeed. That would work, possibly. I must admit, I didn't envisage my first carrier as being a thing, and these are particularly awkward to make. So if I want to make a town hall block, we're missing stone brick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now make me a town hall block. Thank you. Then we need to make we need to make a courier. Let's have a look. So for that we need to go upstairs and get all of that stuff together. This is the only downside. Well, it's not the only downside. There are a great many downsides to storing things the way I'm storing things. But for me, the pluses, far outweigh the negatives. However, right now, there are other negatives getting in my way of my doing things. Yeah, the problem with the agricultural labourers is they're going to require outside, so I need pork, steak and chicken. I don't think we'll need that many food packages. Have we got any cooked pork? And we need an apple and bread. And water bottles. And a crafting bench, which we ain't got. Alright. I could have put one down, but I only need to make a few of these, so... Oh, something's going on. Alright, steak. What was it? I don't know whether this matters, but we'll put you in here and see whether this works this way around. It doesn't. Okay, so that needs to be done in here. And you consume the bottle, you get. Okay, but that's fine, because we only need, and then we need wool and 2 gold. That's fine. Let me stick, if I can, and here we are. No, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We need to stick you, and you in there, and that can come out, and that can come out for now. They can go in there. So we got that, we got the NPC, then we need a... Oh yeah, the NPCs in Ancient Warfare are brilliant, provided you can get them to be able to find a way between 2 things. That's their only area. Let me have a look. Order. Combat, no. Routing, upkeep. It's a routing. It's a no. It's that one, isn't it? So it's light grey dye, paper, and planks. No, you make white dye. Damn you. Okay, what can we use to make light grey? White tulip or an oxeye daisy? Why is it whenever I'm bloody playing Minecraft, the game automatically devolves to a session of... Yeah, the barn will be fine, which is why I'm going to use a courier in there as a transport mechanism. No, there we go. I always have to come out and pick a bloody flower at some point. Light grey dye. Do. And yeah, just... That was a holiday series actually that went on. That was the Ancient Warfare. Again with a castle. And it was Decocraft was their main area of difficulty. So we can't be too hard on them. Oh, wow, I need to get some sugarcane going. And if I can get a birch plank, that will do me. Make me get those out of the way. Make me a routing order now. Use an item to use item to open the GUI. Press Z. No, when we go in there, you can actually see these, so we can clear those out. So that's good. We're going to need to grab some food of some description. I'm just going to take some vanilla food because I don't know how well these guys will recognise. Oh yes, I remember him. I remember him well. There are days where I actually managed to get through the day without remembering him. Let me take those. That should keep us going because they're not going to have the same nourished qualities that we have. Yeah, he basically jumped in the water to fish and then sat there and managed the fishing machine by sitting in the water. Couldn't go 5 paces without getting wet. He was not to say the least, he was very, very, very special, and I think that's all we need to say. Quite regularly. I grew up on a farm, so I'm not going to agree with you there at all. Those farmers are very, very clever people. Alright, so if I take that and that out of the mix, and we take that and these, 1 and 2, that's fine. Well, except for that. If I go and place this here, and then we can stick, well, yeah, we'll stick all of that and keep 1. And we're going to need to have another one for soya beans. What I'm going to do, I think, is we'll place these, one there, side by side, just keep them in there. And we'll stick one of those in there just to keep that one going, and we'll come over here and we'll put the not the firm, we need the silk, and that's what we need. Again, we'll just keep these going fairly smoothly, so we'll take those and put them in that. We'll take that. We're never going to have silk and tofu, so we should only have firm tofu and soya milk. So that can go in there. Oh, we've got silken actually. We shouldn't actually have any though. That's the point. So we put a town hall block down, and I'm going to slap bang in the middle, just to get the. Because we can give it a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll give it a range of 10. And we'll put down, we'll give it some food to keep it occupied. Right, and then we can get this fella. Alright, let's get down to business. What do we want to call him? Well, that's his upkeep order slot. Toggle follow, set home here. I need a name for the courier. Dimitri the courier. Any particular? I'm just randomly curious as to why that was the first name. We'll go with Dimitri for the time being then. Now, I'm not going to Bartholomew Longstride or Fetch. There are only 8 of us. I'm not going to do a vote. I actually quite like Bartholomew Longstride, especially seeing as he's never going to leave this building. Longstride. We're not going to change his skin because we haven't got one, and we are going to give him a pack. Then you will sit here. Do we need to give him an upkeep order? Because he seems to be okay now. This is where we have to start getting interesting. So that's point 1. That's point 2. And then from point 2 we need to take hang on, Z, so we get point 3 to point 4 and point 5, point 6, point 7, point 8. I think this is a long time since we've done this. So we're going to start off with item barrel, and we are going to try to fill the target inventory. No, we want to take up to, right, okay, hang on. Take up to let's do 64 from there. I think I could have just put 64 straight in there, but okay. And you're going to go to the presser and you are going to fill that to here. Again to 64, I think. So ages since I've done this one, and they're not always the most intuitive of tools. So that's that, and then what we're going to do is we are going to take up to 64 from the presser, and we are going to maybe we should actually, yeah, let's just have a look at the options again, because these are things. So try to take these amounts from the target. Corey will not take anything if they're already carrying the specified numbers or more in the backpack. Try to fill the target to, will not, it already has these stack sizes, that's fine. This will try to take any matches from the target inventory. Stack sizes are ignored. Alright, so we can just do that, and then we can put any of those into that barrel. Right, I think we're getting there steadily. Just for good measure. So that's going to take that, and we're going to take silken tofu, from there as well, but we're going to try and fill up to 64 silken tofu in there. Okay, and then we're going to try and get, wow. From that presser we are going to take any of firm tofu and that one, an item barrel. Which barrel is what? Hang on, we're going to have to take that one out. So that one basically gets, put any firm tofu in there, and then we add that one back into the list, and we put any soy milk in there. Okay. Oh, he wants a bed. Aha. That's what he's grumbling about. Well, we probably ought to sleep then and see whether we can get him. Forgot that he needs a bed. Oh, he's all right. He's off. He's doing stuff. I don't know what he's actually doing. What have you got there? Nothing. Is he actually? I don't even know whether he's working, you know. I don't think he is. Bloody mod. Maybe we need to adjust his orders. So let's go take any and put any. Put any in there and take any. Let's try that. Is he doing anything now? Does he not understand those inventories? Okay. I think, well, let's just go and hello, sir. I think he's probably failing to. Yeah, that may be where we'll have to go, but let me just try, see what happens if I go and put some, I don't know whether he's getting confused on his first order or what. There, he's taken those and he's put them into that. So it can work with those inventories. So what's his problem? Take those and put them into that. That's fine. Press the take any. Put all items except. Take all items except. Put the ratio. Put exact. Take exact. Fill minimum. Fill up to. Take up to. Put any. Take any. So take any of those that match from the target inventory. Okay. And put any into that. And put any of those into that. That can just be a okay. Now what's the problem, Mr. Sulky? Now what are you doing? He's struggling, isn't he? And I don't know why. Bottom, yeah, maybe. So take any and put any into the, let me tell you from the upside for the puts. And from the takes, from the press, let's go from the bottom. That can actually be stays west. So we're going to take any from the from the down, and that can go west, doesn't really matter. Let's see how that goes then. Well done. No, he's sided, and he was sided. So he's taken those. He's doing his thing, and he's eating a whole load of bread as well. That's the only downside, is he is going to snarf a lot of food. Right, I suppose we better go get him a bed then, hadn't we? Sidedness matters sometimes, but not all the time. Well, there we go. We have automation by using an NPC. As I say, he needs a bed though, so we better go and sort him that out. So I don't think I've got any wool on me. I haven't. Gives us a chance to check the wine anyway, and also get some bits and pieces together, maybe going. Do we have beds? We have a bed. Of course, we borrowed them from the spods over in the encampment, didn't we? How are we doing there? 9.5. That's a downgrade. Tastes nice though. 9.8 to 9.5. That is an upgrade. Oh, I can't do that. Hang on. If I can get these up to, if I can get one of these up to a full one, I'll be very happy. We need 2 of those. So 9.6, 9.8, very close. So 9.5. Yep. That's a downgrade. What's next? 7172 is also a downgrade. Damn you. Damn you, what the heck. 6.8 is an improvement. Not much of an improvement, but it's an improvement. 6.1 is no improvement. There we go, have a little bit of extra absorption while we're at it. And we're still only inebriated, so we'll have the other one as well. Got inebriated 2 now. And then we need to find where the hell I put all of these things. Right. Hi, Dora. Just in time to see me watch and jump up and down on some berries. It's very satisfying. And some grapes as well. 1 and 2, nothing. At 3, it starts to make you so you'll get nausea effects, blindness, general debuffs. At 4, then you get even worse debuffs. So imagine real life drinking, and you're not going to be a million miles from what inebriated does. The more inebriated you get, the worse the effects. And obviously it's designed to stop you spamming the rustic potions once you've got them all to 0.1. Now there are a couple of these we want to do further, and I think it's the berry wine we're going to want to do. One of them basically gives you an increased length of time. The other one it ups the effects to level 3. So it'd be like regen 3, or for example would be the one I would use as an example. You could have a strength 3, and one of them extends the duration. Obviously not on the ironberry, because that has no duration. What was I doing? Bed. That's what I was doing before I got excited about jumping up and down on fruit. Water, thank you. Drink. Oops. I'm going to take another thing of bread, and because we've got quite a bit of bread, so we'll make sure it's well stocked. Damn it. And we'll sleep quickly. So, as long as he doesn't get out of that building, he should never have any danger of being ate by zombies, which is always a bonus, I find, for having your employees. The ones, if we want to have guards, should we give him a... Yeah, I don't think he needs anything else. If we want to have guards, then they need to be given equipment. But let's worry about getting this guy sorted for starters. This is his little home. It's where he lives. It's where he's going to stay for eternity. Walking backwards and forwards with nothing to do. So that's pretty good, actually. That's working. Let's give you a bed. There you go. You have a home now. In fact, toggle you to follow me. Come here. Set your home and toggle you to follow. Off you go again. He's eaten 3 bread, so that's going to be more than enough to last a while. And yeah, well, we need to get more soy, which we can do through here. Right, 1, 2, 1 and 2. And yeah, of course, given the amount of sheer raw food we've got in terms of steak and stuff from those settlements, off he goes, and now he starts sticking it back in, and he's doing his thing again. Okay, there we go. We've managed to pipe soy into here, and he's going to be able to run around. I don't know whether these guys stay still, will you? Don't think these guys can level. We can give him equipment. We can dress him and everything. We're not going to, not for this fella anyway. I need to double check. Well, what we'll need to do is check the farmer out, because I'm not sure whether the farmer's going to break the crops or whether he's going to right click. However, there are other crops we need to harvest and store, and we need to think about the... Have I got the damn thing on me? Don't see it. Nope. I need to get the barrel hammer, wherever that is. It's not there, that's for certain. I didn't leave it. I can't remember. Half the time, you know, I can't remember where I put things from one minute to the next. Right, so we need to think about the barrels and hiding them, but the other one we need to do is start to look at maybe some guards, which we can do, and I'll get some more food into this town hall, which has got a much longer range. Let's go and get some bread and stuff. Now, the only problem is they're not going to be able to get up if I put the... Oh, man. I suppose we could take the town hall out of there. That would be one option. No. Set home, set up, keep. Yeah, that's just the command batons. What's the... Right, so what we would want is we would want a... Gotta find him. Where are you? Combat NPC. Do I really want archers? The problem is, if I get archers, then they're going to be... We've not obviously learnt how to do that one, or maybe we even can't how to do those ones, but we can make a combat NPC. Is there any... Let's just have a look at the book a second. Is there any research we've not done yet? See, command gives us the command baton. We need leadership, which should give us the worker, the priest, and the bard. Bard might be interesting. I don't know why we would want, apart from... Tactics. If I were to go and have a look at the... Can you? Because some of these might not actually be combat NPC. We need conscription. They may not be buildable. Is the word I'm looking for. Travel pack, highly enchanted tools upgrade, trader. Can make the bard. It looks like the medic and the commander may not be buildable in this version, unless I'm completely missing it. Oops. However, let's stick to barrel hammer, barrel painter. Okay, and have I got any hay? No. Wheat? No. But I know where I've got some. Oh, I should have anyway. If I haven't, there's something very wrong. So that's the wheat. Lettuce we've been growing as well, although I will probably leave that here. Take that. Gigapickle. I was very disappointed with that Gigapickle, it's got to be said. With a name like the Gigapickle, it should have at least the decency to be more than, you know, just a pickle. Should have buffs with a Gigapickle. It should be able to make you into, you know, a superhero, superhuman. Anyway, let's go and see about this bit. Getting some more of this in. I must admit, I am really starting to get a liking for the feel of this place. It's. I mean, obviously we need to light up still down here. We've done most of this area though, but and he's still going strong. You've finished, haven't you? There's very little left for you. Oh, there's still that stuff for you to do. See, okay. So, first things first, let's grab a crafting table, and we shall have the crafting table, and we'll just throw it randomly on the floor because that's good practice. And we shall do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. And what I'm thinking is, oh, sorry, sir. Maybe like that, and then we can take this and that and put this in there like that with those in. We can take the hammer is in block mode, and the painter, please give me straw bales. Yeah, there you go. So that's wheat storage. Oh, must be time to sleep. Bartholomew says so. Yes, they will. They treat them like villagers. Well, they certainly used to. Again, whether they will in this version, that's another question. So let's have a look what we've got. If I go and get the barrel hammer now, barrel. See, I'm kind of tempted to go towards maybe crate. That kind of looks more applicable for this area. Now, what would be ideal is, as I say, if we could get a farmer NPC to do some work, and we'll have to have a little play with that, but I think we'll play with that in a safe area, not out here, because what would be ideal is the farmer comes out and does all the harvesting, he's blah 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 blah, just comes out, happily harvests the place, and you know, night time starts to fall and he runs back over there and gets, you know, asleep. That would be the ideal. I don't know whether he's going to do that though, or whether he's going to rip everything up and then re-sow them. And then if he's re-sowing, he might not recognise this as a sowable medium. So yeah, it's an awkward one. Oh man, here we go. Get rid of those. Okay, that's that. So the question is then can we actually get these? Oops, sorry, sir. Oops, up. Well, that is a fair old harvest of wheat, actually. Now, what I'm thinking, the other thing is we should put down is maybe something for the wax. Don't know about the rest of it. We'll leave one of those for the bees stuff as well. Alright, let's go and make an NPC, and we're going to have an experiment with it, because I've not played with these since 1.710, so there's every chance that they'll do something strange. The other thing we need to be thinking about is we need to expand our orchard area, because we're going to need to make use of the tofu. If I go and have a look at tofu and have a look at silken tofu, you can use as a cream replacement, so we can use it for ice cream, we can use obviously for scallion baked potatoes, and maybe we should be keeping some of that, who knows. Although we got the milk, so that's not actually as big a problem. Firm tofu, however, well, firm tofu can be made to simulate food, obviously, like, you know, normal vegetarianism. So we can use flour, potato and cooking oil, for example, to make mutton, or tofurkey. We can make tofu duck with a bit of seaweed and spice leaf, toe fish, toe chicken, toe venison, tough egg, I can't pronounce, veggie steak, Yeah, as I say, they used to. Veggie bacon in many ways, but we've got the cooking oil. Salt we can do, that's easy, and that's one. And there is, I thought one of them wanted, yeah, the steak requires black pepper and a mushroom, soya sauce and cooking oil. So cooking oil is relatively straightforward. It's just some seeds, any old seeds will do, I presume. Well, so actually, does it work with, not clear, you know, whether that works with seeds, but it definitely works with walnuts. It definitely works with tea leaves, olives, and oh, it works with olives from the olive tree. That's even better. But there are some stuff in trees like, yep. What for rainbow epic, for epic bacon? I don't know. See, I'm quite a fan of steak. I do like a nice steak, preferably with a peppercorn sauce. But you know, that isn't mandatory. I'm going to stick those. Oh, I'm going to keep one of those here actually, and we will have it up there. That's fine. Right, the seeds. Can we? Lots of questions need answering. Yes, they do. Excellent. In which case, we should probably stick a load of those in there and then make some cooking oil. What we got in there? Mustard, ketchup, and cooking oil. That'll keep us going for a while. Don't know if we can make any of the tofu stuff yet. Let's have a look. Sort by hunger restored. What's the best? Roast beef, pepperoni, and hash is currently, and by saturation is Vegemite. Yuck. Barley, spice leaf. Yep. Hot dog's always nice. I don't even know what that is. Anybody have any clue what that is? What is a suadero? Oh. It's clearly something meat based. We'll put it away because I didn't really want to make it. Get rid of that. Actually, that was everything. So we'll keep hold of that for when we actually finally manage to wear off some thingy. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to make a farmer. So if I want to make a... Do I not know how to make a farmer NPC? Well, maybe I don't. Okay, what do we need to make a farmer NPC? Or maybe I don't know how to make a farmer NPC. Mushroom farm, blah blah blah, priest. Okay, farmer, leadership, allows me to make a worker. And a worker, do we have to go with a worker? Is that the one? Tell you what, let's try that. Worker. Maybe we can alter his so we need to make one of those, which is going to eat my water bottle, but will live. We need to make one of those, and that will allow us to make one of those. Now if I then get a hoe, make an iron hoe, I suppose. Sticks, give me some sticks. Give him some iron hoeage. Okay, and work order, grey dye. Damn you. I could do that, yeah, alright. Ink. Do it the old-fashioned way. I'm not going flower picking again. And one of them, and one of them gives me that, which we can put one of those away. We should have a piece of paper. So if I make a work order, that will come in there. Got a hoe. Let's go grab a bit of food for the town hall in the centre, and we'll test it down there. You can have chicken. Hard work being a farmer. You need lots of protein. Now this has got a range of 100, so we'll give the other one a name at some point. So if I were to... Right, I'm going to need some water. And I'm going to need to get a seed, and I'm going to need to plant some wheat. Bit of lag. It'll fix itself. I'm sure. Whoops. I'm sure it'll fix itself. We'll need to give him a bed as well, but let's sleep. Just do it that way. Yeah, you're right. The priest will revive killed NPCs. So we go for here and just oh yeah, there we go. Definite laggage because that was there we go, sorted. Drink in the gate, there you go. You've seen it all now. And right, so if we place you in there, and then we get, I'll use my hoe. Can't do that because it's not actually a thing. Oh damn it! I didn't bring seeds. Yeah, I think the medic was always a planned one, and like most of these things, some of them get planned. And Ancient Warfare is a brilliant mod, and it really does deserve more support. We get some seeds. Just take 2 of those. I'm going to take a couple of barley seeds, and yeah, that'll do. I don't think we need, and we'll take a whole load of bone meal. Now there's 2 ways these guys could work. You could have them actually go and harvest the fields, which is fine, or you can have them operate a, I think you can do it, well I think you can do that. Oops, oh well, didn't quite mean to do that. Well, that's just going to make flour, isn't it? Go on, grow, grow, grow. There we go. I just want to have some mature. So I have less growth stages. Right, where's me worker? Right, he's fed. You're going to give him a hoe, so he's a farmer. So we don't need to think. If we repack him, we get a farmer. That's how we get the thing. So, yeah, operate a farm block. So what we then need to do is we need to get a work order for this area here. Nope, that's not going to work. Oi! How do I make you work then? Do I have to give him a bloody block, or? I think I'm going to have to give him a farm block, aren't I? Which means I need to make the farm square, which is a pain in the bum. But, well, let's repack him so he's not wasting food. Let's get rid of this. So that basically was an abject failure, but that's fine. We learned something. So we're going to need a farm block for each farm, aren't we? And then we'll need a bed. And then another courier, probably, in all likelihood. I'm just going to dump that in there. We'll keep hold of that. We really need to. Let's have a look. What we got in our inventory that we don't actually need. I don't need the mending book. Do want that. Do want those. Don't really need the calendar or that. That we'll keep. That's emergency food stash. That's repair material. That's always handy. One of these is, look, that's silk touch. That was just reinforced, yeah. Blah blah blah. That and that. Saddle's always handy. Spare manual in arrow. What are you at? You're at 165. You're at 172. Let me just swap those around a second. Let those heal naturally. Compass is good. All of this is good. That can come out in a moment. Right. I'm just trying to sort myself out a little bit because inventory, as usual for me, is messy. And we'll put that in there. We'll keep the blocks. That needs to go out of my life. That can go out of the way. Keep hold of those for a second. That needs to be kept. Yada yada. We can put those in there because those are things we want to keep, along with that perhaps. And we'll wait till that heals to the full thing. Yeah, let's find next work. Let's try that one then. We'll try them out there, and we'll get some more seeds. And so I'm going to take some barley seeds as well. I don't know what it does with the actual drops either. And we'll take a stack of bone. Let's give that another try then. Experimentation is key. And just recently I seem to have been doing a lot more of it. I had immense fun today experimenting with something I've never done in TFC before, but I'll not spoil it for you. I'll let you wait until till the release of it. And it's got sound as well, which is always a bonus. Right, let's get you out again. We'll do that. We'll get my 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3. That should do us there. Grab a whole bunch of that. So I think this has only got 3 growth stages. Although you wouldn't believe it for the amount this bone meal is working. And this has 4, doesn't it? Is it, or is it more? It seems to be more. So hang on, 14 is 1, 28 is 2, 42 is 3, 57 4, 71 5, 85 6. That is a lot of growth stages. Still, doesn't matter. Let's just get this up and let's get this guy plonked down. And we'll check that. Find next work. off you go. Go on then. Go find some... Oh, he's pathfinding. He's having a think. He's having a think about it. He's clearly having a think. Follow me. Come over here. Come here. Try and find some work now. It's really not that far away. No? Can't see it? Is it not clear enough for you? Whoa, what was that? Okay. Give me that then and repack you. So, I'm going to leave that... No, I'm not leaving it there actually. It doesn't need to be left. We'll fix that. Right. So we know that's not a thing. Let's go and have a look what it takes to make a farm. And then maybe a bounds upgrade. It doesn't matter. There's nothing in here, no NPCs or anything in here to kill anyway. So if I were to go and say I want to make a farm block. Oh, itch. I know, it's not so much lazy, it's just a bit slow. Crop farm, tree farm, mushroom farm, animal farm, fish farm, and a reed farm. And we want a crop farm, which requires wooden gear set. One. Oh dear. Okay. Not a problem. There. Solved. 2. Needs an iron hoe. It would, wouldn't it? An iron hoe. And a chest. I think we're good. And then if we look at the bounds upgrade, medium and large. Medium is that, large is that. We just need to get some fence blocks. That's fairly straightforward. Oh, it needs string as well. Okay. No, also not a problem. I thought it was telling me that they weren't in. Make a large bounds upgrade and we're done. And we'll stick that back in there and we'll keep the sticks and the world is good and happy, and we'll do that. Bed would be handy as well. Let's go and get him a bed. And speaking of bed, let's sleep. What time are we at? I'm running a bit low on drink here. Luckily I've got a coffee machine just around there, so that's not a problem. Plub. Let's head out, see what we can see. Do we really... I may need to extend the range of that then. That's the... but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. A bit of a sore throat actually. I think I probably inhaled too much smoke from burning all that old wood today. Which is odd really for someone who used to be a smoker, you know. You'd have thought inhaling smoke was the least of the worries. Right, so if I come over here now, the problem is this is now harvested. But if I were to come over... Why has that not got water in it? I could have sworn that was supposed to have water in it. F8. So we can see there that's got the bounds currently in it. So we should be able to increase the size. Now that's as big as this will get naturally. If I were to give it the bounds upgrade, then I can extend it to go there, and maybe like that. That will bring it over there. The only thing is now it's looking at lettuce as well, but that's fine. We can take it back there and we move that one that way. So that covers all of that area. Dare I? Now, can I? Oh, hang on a second. Let me just try something a sec. Feeling a bit foolish. We'll leave that there for the time being because we do need it. Just go have a look. We'll see whether we can get this guy some work to do while we're here. Actually, let me just try something. Don't know whether that will work or not. Let's go and have a look, shall we? There you go. I'd hate you to feel bored. Right, pop that down there. Let's unpack this guy. We're not even going to give him a name at this point. We're just going to give him some work. And here we see the general stupidity of stupid over there. Now, he really hasn't got a clue, has he? Come here, you. Remove all of those. So if we go over here and give him this as a target, and maybe give it a little bit of, if we can get one, what was the nearest we've got to mature in the work area? That one. Maybe another one. Let's see if we can. No, we can't quite get him to mature. Can he operate? This is the only problem. Can he bloody well operate that item? That gate. I mean, it's a gate. He should be able to operate a gate. He shouldn't have a difficulty with it. Okay. You get down there. Have your work order, and off you go. He's off. And he's immediately stumped by the first problem, and now he's working at the thing, and that has harvested lettuces. And it's probably planted wheat. It has. Alright, no, that is not going to play nicely then. I don't know how we're going to get away with this. My gut feeling is that was a naturally water. That was that. And then we need to go and fix what he's done over here. Now, to be fair, he only did what we told him, which was harvest this spot here. But the problem is he harvested the lettuce and he broke the blocks as well, which is not ideal. So farmer, probably not the best. The best item to have going. So we'll take that bed, we'll have that one back. But this guy's doing his work, and you know his upkeep's relatively cheap. Let's go fly a kite. No, let's just go and I'll drop this off, and I want to go and check on the hooferator, the tree farm, because that should be getting a whole load of stuff going, and the wines and all of that good stuff. Man, hang on. No, I haven't got one anymore, have I? Because Courier's got it. I was going to say I've got a backpack, I can use that, but clearly I can't. These are all doing pretty good. Lots of is it vanilla, almonds are all, these are all ripe, which is nice. Suppose we should pick them, but inventory space and all. Let's go and see how the old farm's going anyway, and then we'll think about what to do next. I'm just wondering how to actually get that farmer to work that little bit better. Wow, that is some serious progress. And oh yeah, that's good. It would help if I didn't really have an inventory absolutely full, but using olives we can make the cooking oil, so that's sorted. Okay, we can check that, going on to that one later. And let's head back. So my thoughts are maybe a fisherman. See if we can't get Captain Haddock revisited, if a farmer's not going to play. That might be worthwhile. Captain Haddock version 2.0. Let me just drop off some of this stuff and we'll nope, that can go in there, and we'll drop, I don't think, probably it'll probably work the same, won't it? Don't see why it wouldn't. Don't know why I did that. Oh, it's I can imagine it's absolutely a nightmare. What they could do, and I think the opportunity that is being missed somewhat. I'm going to put all of these items in here temporarily. I think the opportunity that is being missed is the opportunity to try and implement it based off the zombie AI. Because the zombie AI is absolutely bloody ruthless. Where are we at? 97. Wow, that's a slight improvement. We'll take it. The quest for 100% goes on. We got it. There we go. 1. We don't need ever to worry about anything else again. We have a 1. We can take that out of there. We can take you and grab that and make another 1. But we'll put a whole load in. Once we've done this, let me just clear these. There you go, because these are all going to be one quality wine. Yeah, and it doesn't. That's all it would take is for someone to actually. That's a downgrade to implement the same level. That's a downgrade. I say all it would take, but you know, it's not like we don't have an example of a good system. We do. It's called the mob pathfinding system, and there's no reason why. In my opinion, there's no reason why we couldn't, you know, emulate that, or at least borrow from the code. I mean, in theory, we should be able to actually use the same code, because it should be in the Forge API anyway. We should be able to call on those zombie pathfinding abilities. But what do I know? After all, I'm merely an old git. Who's been around far too long and always likes a good grumble about stuff. Right, we need a apple to go in there, and we need a couple of meads, and one of these will get to 100. Excellent. So that's going to make me lots of top quality wine. Yeah, this is the pack is things. The main mod that we're flapping around with here are Rustic and Ancient Warfare currently. Okay, let me grab a bottle. What was I doing? Oh, I know what I was going to play with next. If it's in the pack, even. Yeah. Just trying to see what time I've lost my clock. No, I haven't lost it. It's exactly where it should be. But there we go. Right, let's have a think. Let's have a look at Pam's Harvest Craft, because there's a block in it, if it exists, that I think we want. I've just got to find it and remember what it's called. I think it was called the Marketplace, but I could be. It is the market. We need an emerald, some wool, and some planks. Let's go and see if we've got any emeralds. Haven't got any emeralds. However, I happen to know where there are some. Oh. Right, where are we? Let's go and get a horse. We're going to head out to go and see Beryl. It is. Come on. You still need a name, don't you? Going to do that first. Stay there. We should take that name to all of those upstairs actually, because they're no good down here. And while we're at it, I think we should have some books. One or two. Which we should probably take up with us. Hi folks, how's it going? Now this is an interesting conundrum. I'm fairly certain that if I were asked to do so, and I've got sneaking. Have I not? Anvil. Oh, hang on. I bet I couldn't climb up a ladder with a book in each hand. Right, check. Work boots on. You know what? Here's a question. If I were a bloody anvil, where would I be? I mean, the sensible thing would be in the forge, wouldn't it? Yeah. I mean, that would be the sensible place to put an anvil. And your name was, I believe the suggestion from the comments was cliche. There you go. Horse is named. Get off the anvil. You make me take damage. Right, there we go. Let's go and get this this os needs to take us out to where we can find somebody called Beryl, because of course this is Geolysis we're running with, and emeralds don't just spawn like that where there's going to be a massive great cluster of them. If we ever want quartz, we know where to get it as well. Actually, to be honest, to be fair, we know where to get everything. And the Beryl was over here somewhere, I believe. Did I not give myself a handy little... So this is where we went down for the bauxite, I think. That's T-light. The Beryl was around in this chunk, I believe. I don't think I left any of the... I think I picked up that. That looks suspiciously like where I would have gone down for it, but yeah. Tell you what. There we go. Problem solved. Right, now where is this Beryl supposed to be? So this was the middle of it. Wow. That was where I went down. Let me get my... First things first. Let me get the elm. That's not what I wanted. Oh, damn it. Wrong book. I haven't got the right book on me. Oh well, Prospector's Pick will do me. And we can just go down and use the same hole, but nothing found at the moment. Doesn't matter. I wasn't expecting to find anything either. I know I could have just gone straight down with my bouncy boots, but then I would have had to get back up. So we're at Y11, and if this is where the Beryl was, oh, I see. Yeah, I've already done this corner, haven't I then? Right. Not ideal. There are alternatives though, because I happen to know where there's some more beryl deposits, so we'll go with that. I'm so used to having high jump and going and being able to place 2 blocks now that it actually seems quite restrictive when I can only place 1. Oh, come on. Almost there. Always leave a double layer, because if you dig out the hole and find it's oh, let me just F9 that one off. Right, let's go and have a look at the map and see, where did I put down beryl? There, up in the desert, that way. Onwards, cliche. Let's go find me some emeralds, because obviously we need emeralds to do the trading, not just to make the thingy. So just having 1 emerald is not enough. Oh crap, how am I going to get this? Come on. There we go. I love the streams mods, you know, but it can be a complete pain in the backside when you want to actually get from A to B. Okay, and down there. And over this way. So, where are we? Let's have a look. We're here. We need to head over this way. Over this way. Ignoring small castles, tempting as they may be. Here we go. This is the chunk. Small castle over there. Right, let's go and put a horse somewhere safe. Ah. Damn it. Alright, and that's good. So if we go F9 and F9 again, we should be able to see that the beryl is in this chunk here. Now what is the field manual recipe? Wooden pickaxe and a book. Bet I haven't got any books on me, have I? No. Nearest books are going to be that village over there. Take the horse. Wooden pick we can manage, no problem. Book, not so easy. So we'll just go over, make a flying visit over there. What was that? Kimberlite. Oh, diamond. Always nice to know where that is. But not today. Now this one I've already cleared, haven't I? I'm fairly certain this was the one I... Yes, it was. Hang on. Who needs fence posts? Hole in the ground. Good enough for anybody. Right, let's get some sleeping on and then we'll go and have a look, see if we can't find a book somewhere. I'm looking at that castle over there going, that's so tempting. I'll behave, I promise. How are you doing, sir? How are you? How are you? Any of you seen the library? Any of you seen the library? Ah, there's the library building. Lovely. Oh, if we're coming for one, we might as well have them all. and then grab that and do that, and that will give us that. Combine with one of those will give me the field manual, and with the field manual in tow, we've now got, you know, I can't get out that way. We've now got the information we need to work out the depth that we need to sink to, travel to, for Beryl on page 19. Between 4 and 32. Okay. Now we know where we need to go to. Oh, how deep? Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Let's go. What is that anyway? Bauxite. It's almost very tempting to go in and give them grief, but we'll not. We'll behave. They've got nothing we need. Okay. Let's get the Beryl. Thank you. Random ice block. F9. Let's come down and work to the center block to start off with. And do my usual double hole all the way down until we get down to Y32, at which point we can start taking a little bit more interest in our surroundings. .43. So at Y30 now. Nothing found around us, but I wasn't expecting to find it right away anyway. Okay, where are we? Let's have a look. Beryl down from me. Excellent. There we go. Found it. Let's find out how big a chunk of Beryl we have. One, two. Now, at this point, before anybody points them out, I'm going to get my bronze look pickaxe out and see whether we get... Yeah, that's working. It's kind of silly not to use look on this, because it's obviously a very, very small cluster, or at least small in this respect. I mean, big in terms of emeralds, because, you know, they normally spawn as singles, don't they? So there we go. That'll do me, and then we can just start to climb back out all the way up. And a bit. Yeah, we'll use the dirt. And the wood. And the slate. Someone will point out to me that I'm going to regret that slate decision at a later date, but not today. How are we doing? Not far. And done. all except for one thing. Don't forget to get the trace samples that told you it was here, because especially with emeralds, they're worth it. And remove the tag. That's the other course, the other one there. Let's remove that and head back. So that gives us the emeralds, 37 of them. Whee. So now we can head straight back and out. Sorry, horsey. I don't know. This horse should know by now that I'm a crap driver. So why it's surprised, I don't know. Oh, hello, there we go. And right, we need to find a shallowish bit for me to cross. That'll do. Oh, come on. So yeah, we got that. That'll allow us to get any of the seeds and hopefully trees that we need. That's the bigger concern. I think maybe there were probably some trees like the peppercorns and stuff we're going to need. Some of the spices which I've just not seen. Get down, down and over and there. Wow. And then try and find a way around here. There we go, that'll do us. We should probably, I'm thinking, because I said sugarcane was very low in our stores. We've got the farm. We could make a sugarcane farm and actually set it up, set the farmer up running that. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Although, maybe not this episode, you know, or stream. Let's just see what we can do with what we got going on so far. Yeah. Come on, cliche. You can do it. And back into your stable. There you go. Straight in his face. Right. What were we doing? Apart from that, we were making a marketplace, weren't we? Which was an emerald. Marketplace. Needed some wool. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some, what was it, logs or planks? It was planks. Alright. Try it the other way around, get it right before we start. Whack in an emerald. That gives us the market. Doesn't really want to live down here. I really should start decorating these other floors, you know, as well. He's not a bad horse, actually. And you consider some other horses. I think this. So, can we can buy a bee, we can buy name tags, leads, bone meal, critter eggs, ocelot, wolfies, os, chuck, cow, sheep, saplings. Here we go. Maple sapling, acacia, paper bark, cinnamon, durian, persimmon, orange, apricot. The one I want specifically is that one. 3? Jesus. It's alright. Now we've got one. We're good. God, I love having the boots. I don't know why I bother building stairs. I really don't. Give me some bone meal. Bone mealy, thank you. That can go as well. Damn, that doesn't actually belong in there. Hang on. Sand. Yeah, sand's alright. Cobble. Actually, I'll leave a bit because I was worried about as cobble anyway. And sleep. Because that's always a good idea at night time before you head out and plant a thing. So with peppercorns we're good because that then gives us the ability to make black pepper, which means we can then make fake steak using the stuff. I suppose the other thing we can do, and this is something I've not really considered with the NPCs, is because Jesus Christ, what's going on over there? Is that like a convention or something? Must be all underground. Some kind of mob convention going on over here. They're very deep down if they are. Oh, that one's not so deep. Oh well, yeah. No point going caving, because caving doesn't yield anything. Sorry. I just get distracted when I see large quantities of mobs on the map. It's understandable. Yeah, we need to do some more building in the town as well and get some NPCs in there whose job is nothing but, you know, wandering around looking pretty. Well, maybe some that actually do, like I said, maybe some fishing. It doesn't really hurt us to have a you know, an NPC that is into fishing. 1 2 space 1 2 there, and then we got a good crop of these. That's good. And that's simple enough. And that's peppercorn sorted. Now we can get, well, we got black pepper. I suppose while we're here, it would be silly not to harvest our fruit and nuts, because everybody should harvest their nuts regularly. It's a funny thing, nuts. It's just an easy double entendre. It requires no effort whatsoever. Should I suppose we should also harvest these as well and get those planted back on. And yeah, Farming Simulator 101, eh? Alright, so that's the almonds, and then we've got, what were these, figs? I think these might have been figs. And oranges, because everybody loves an orange. It's good for you as well. Okay, so harvested the, I'm not going to do the grapes, that would be, that way madness lies. So that's that. Just bear with me a second. I'm just going to jump over here and I'm going to play on that a second, just see whether I can get this running. So I want to show you, if I can, the early work that I've done on not TFC 2.0 0, the new version, and it is very early, so please bear in mind. But I want to show you this well, before we do that, did I get a screen? I didn't do a screenshot for this, did I? While that's loading in the background, I'll see if I can. We'll head over and get a picture of Bartholomew. Was it Bartholomew? I can't even remember what name we gave him now. Bartholomew Longstrider or something. I suppose the correct name would have been something like Longshanks. That would have been a medievally styly name. Let's get over here and get Longstride. There we go. That'll do us for that. Just check, are we there? We are. So I'm going to come out of this one and hopefully we'll be able to give the focus to this one. So let me just delete this. So literally at the moment it's terrain gen is in there. I've made a few config changes. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, hit the wrong button. Just bear with it while it crashes out. Didn't generate it with the correct thing. So I've got literally just terrain gen, and wow, that would not be a good spawn under any normal circumstances, especially not for this. Save and quit. Let me try that again. Single player, let's delete that. Create a new world, call it, doesn't really matter. More world options. It is not hexlands, it's biomes aplenty hexlands, because we've got biomes aplenty. I'm trying that one out. Now hexlands is really strange, and you'll see what I mean. Oh, and I've got journey mapping for good measure. And you'll have to let me know what you think of this one, because I really don't know. How weird is that? Now I've turned the by default it comes with a border block, so it had stone borders which gave it the lines. I didn't like those, so I've turned those off. This is actually a really good starting sport as well, isn't it? But you literally, the entire world is made up of hexagons of biome, and each biome is its own hex, and they spread into each other. Now obviously the biomes go to the center hex, but so if you look here, for example, we're in a rainforest. There's a parrot somewhere around here, isn't there? But for those of you who've seen TFC 2, you'll know that this hex kind of design is something that TFC 2 has gone with. Now there's probably a whole load of configuration options. Maybe we can make it so the differences in height are much more gradual. Why is that water so colourful? Very pretty. So we could make it so you should never have, so you wouldn't have these massive great walls of stone. They would gradually graduate more. Now at the moment I've doubled the size of the hexes. They're 64 blocks. And obviously this is very different, it's very odd. Geolysis is working in it fine. If I can find a, there you go. Ironically, that one I think is malachite, not beryl. But so Geolysis is generating in here fine, but it's just such a completely different look. As I say, if we can get the terrain gen to be a little bit less wall, I've turned off Alps as well, so we shouldn't find out. It couldn't cope with the Alp biomes from Biomes of Plenty. They basically ended up being a column of stone to build height with like a crater in the middle that went down to ice. It was very, very strange. But I like it. I think it sets itself out as different somehow. Now obviously combine this with Tough as Nails, with the seasonal stuff. What's it called? I can't even remember now what the hell I'm thinking of. Other mods to make it TFC. So we take things. There's a whole load of config options, which, I mean, I literally started looking at this about an hour before the stream. So, you know, this is what you see here is about an hour's worth of fiddling around with things just to see what we can and can't do. And I've turned the borders off. They're not off. The borders are here. I'm actually sat in the border right now because I changed the border block to an air block, and that worked fine. I've cruised around a little bit, you know, made sure that when you've got, what on earth is that? Osmium. Geolysis is not configured yet. Serene Seasons, that was it. Thank you. But you can end up with this, where you just end up with this mountain in the middle of a hex, standing out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, you know, who would not want to build here? I certainly would be straight on that one. And obviously, you know, you're sorted for polar bear hunting as well. I presume you are. These are frozen desert, possibly not polar bears then. But it's very different. And I'm not sure whether it's too different, if you kind of get my drift, because it is such a departure from typical Minecraft terrain gen. So those of you watching now, obviously there's a few of you said, obviously commented in the comments, and anybody who's watching on the catch-up stream, you know, let me know what you think. But I think this one could be a keeper. And if we just, I can't, because I haven't got the overlays. So I was going to F9 to find the chunk boundaries, but that's not going to help me. And all the structures still generate as well, by the way. So I haven't actually seen a ocean temple yet, but villages generate and dungeons generate. So all the usual stuff. Again, these are at 64. These are double the size. We could make them 128. That's quite doable. And, you know, just by a config change. It needs a little bit of tweaking, but I just saw this and I thought, this is TFC 2. You know, which is what I was trying to emulate in the first place with the not TFC. Not so much the TFC side of things as saying, well, can we make TFC 2 with mods that we currently have? And we couldn't do that. The walkthrough leaves mod, I believe, is now up and running as well properly. So that's one we can add. And just really get out there and try something new. Just push it. Push the envelope. So yeah, that's. I just thought I'd show you that one just so you could get a feel for the unusualness that is. I mean, I don't mind these massive cliffs over the side of the oceans. That's fine. I think it's just when you. I just love these hills just sticking up out of the middle of a thing. It's these bits where you have a biome and then the next biome over is massively higher and then down and up. So I think we do need to tweak a little bit, but I like it. I think it's I can check the TFC 2 settings, see what kind of size their chunks are. Although it's not things, it might be that with this a filter where we can sit there and have the terrain changes slightly less regular, so you know you get more of the same biome together. I don't know. I just saw it, I thought it was very interesting, and it kind of got me thinking. So yeah. Anyway, on that note, we're at 10:30. I thought this would be a good point just to drop off. So I mean, let's be honest, that journey map alone is worth the mod. It's bizarre. It really, really is such an odd mod. Yeah, but again, it doesn't work with this, unfortunately, because it uses something different, a different engine. Anyway, I'm going to call it. I've got work again in the morning, like most of us have. So until then, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you next week. I think I should be all right for the stream, but the week after I will be in Marrakesh for a week. So yeah, but yeah, till then, bye for now.